Hey there, Noodles. I hope y'all are having a great day. Today I am going to be talking a little bit about something personal that's going on in my life right now. So if you're not really into that or don't really care, that's perfectly okay. But this video, if you couldn't tell by the title, is something that maybe is a little bit more of a 21 plus subject. Or maybe it's not, maybe this video is getting to you when you're younger than the legal age and use of the good old Mary Jane. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be. I've decided, in the past week that I've had a lot of things going on that really need to be addressed in my life, and I really need to just talk about it and let it out so that I don't keep internalizing it. So maybe also I can have some type of accountability maybe for it too. You know what I mean? Um, But the reality is I have since 2017, 2018, I have off and on been using a various amount of uh, street drugs, I would say. And by street drugs, I mean non-illegal ones. I've never used anything illegal, thankfully. I've never gone down that path. I spoke about in a previous video about how changes can happen and stuff like that. And I I think that video will come out. It might come out before this one. This one might come out right before it. I don't know. It really just depends on how I'm feeling about this video and the other one, and how the editing schedule works. But I guess what I'm trying to get to and talk about today is uh like I'm on a tea break right now, and so many parts of me want to go back to and give up before I've even started really. There's a lot of parts of me that are like, bro, this isn't worth it. Just go back to smoking. Um, you're feeling really anxious. Like I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I'm feeling really anxious. I'm, just not. It feels funky being stuck in this reality again without having an escape. Since I'm not using alcohol, I'm not using weed, I'm not using nicotine even right now to cope or make myself feel better in any way. I'm just raw dog and sobriety here. It has been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been and it's felt like a real struggle. And thankfully I have people around me right now that are very supportive of me, and they've been doing their best to encourage me to keep going and not give up, because they've seen just in the past week how many positive changes I've made in my life since I decided to go on a at least prolonged tea break here. And just really get my shit together in life. So I'm proud of myself. Um, and if any of y'all are in this similar boat, or if you're not, I hope you know you can take some inspiration from this, because I honestly have not stopped smoking since probably the age, consistently every day, since the age of I want to say close to 20 years old. Maybe actually no, it was closer. I think it was soon after I turned 21 and I could legally start buying my own supply. That's when I started really consistently smoking. I'd never before that. I had only tried it once or twice before. Um, when I was living in California, and it did initially make me feel great, and I loved the feeling, and I do love the feeling that the relaxation part of it that it does for my brain and my mental health, and even my chronic pain that I have in my knee and my back. But at the same time, I have a very addictive personality, and that makes me turn to it even when I don't necessarily need it. So, you know, I don't think this is gonna be a bad thing in the long run. I'm really proud of myself just in the past few days of being able to do what I did and just go cold turkey like I have. And I'm gonna do my best to keep that up, especially with this new job that I got. I haven't talked about it too much because I don't want to dox myself, but at the same time, at this point it's the internet. If someone really wants to find out who you are, they can. So it don't really matter either. It's not like I got nothing to hide. It's just, it's common courtesy and privacy. But I did get hired at a new warehouse job, and I'm really excited for it. And there is a potential that I can get a position that I can run forklifts and stuff. And if that is the case, I will have to pass a drug test and be able to uh, cognitively run more heavy equipment every day. So, I won't be able to be coming in hungover or drunk or stoned, or it's actually like an adult feeling. It's like one of the first jobs I felt that like I actually have to be an adult to like show up for. And I think it's really going to be good for my mental health because it's really going to push me to do something that maybe necessarily I don't want to do every day, but is going to be healthy for me in the long run. So I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stay here, stick to it as long as I can. I'll keep you guys updated on, how it goes and like if I have any failures or not failures, I would say even just, if I change my mind about it or, if I start smoking again for X, Y, and Z reason or, I'll just, I just want to keep this channel open and honest as much as I can. And I do, because I do like talking about the struggles and stuff that I go through. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Stay strong. Do what is best for your brain. All right. Love y'all. Have a great day. Goodbye.